Old magic, forgotten relics. There's a lot left in the catacombs and the blight's twisting through all of it. An elevator. Could be more blight where it leads. Do you get the feeling we're being watched when we're in the catacombs?
There's something down here. But then, it's been Rathos. Who knows what's down here? More trouble.
That's the last of them. We should tell Warden Vesta. Hey, we're back in Docktown proper. Up there. Vesta, we got the darkspawn that attacked you. They won't get into the city.
Thank you. The Wardens will be glad to hear it.
As will the Shadow Dragons. Quillen, by the way. I'll ensure Vesta gets the healing she needs.
Rest well. Have you learned more of what Ilario's planning, Lucanus?
Not yet. He's hidden it well. Katarina would be proud.
But Ilario had her killed.
We're assassins. She'd be proud of that too.
That woman. What's happened? What's going on?
My husband, Atticus, he was going to the snake nest, said he needed to help a friend, and he never came home. But when I ask inside, they say he never arrived. They're lying. I know it, but...
What's your name?
Sabina.
If we learn anything, we'll let you know. So, the snake nest...
I have heard of the place. A dive, but not the worst of them.
It's worth checking out.
Are the serving sizes here getting smaller, or is it just me?
I don't think it's just you. Ship got in yesterday. Are the Venatori... Huh. Some kind of fabulous treasure buried. In the city?
In Minrathos. It's a trap.
What happened to the salt brew?
You there! You're not from Minrathos, hmm? Bring home something to remember us by. Thanks, friend.
No busker would leave their instrument behind. Strings are broken. Somebody knocked this instrument around. That's blood. Did one of the buskers get hurt? Wine. Probably a cheap vintage. Not the same as the wine inside. I think the buskers drank out here. All right. The Venatori are drinking inside. They have a signal for when the buskers finish. The buskers go outside for a drink. They're distracted. Then the Venatori ambush them and haul them away. So we don't know why yet, but we know where the buskers were taken. The lookout.
Masked mystery. Secret to the Viper. Reliable source.
Come to buy? I'm sure we can strike a deal. look around and you'll find something. We've got, I don't know, something you might need?
This world is so full of texture.
See something interesting?
Need something? We'll make a deal.
All done?
I came down here to procure particular items. I'm told Docktown is a discreet place to shop.
Until later.
You don't think highly of spirit magic, Lucanus, because of your experiences with a Venatorium, I suppose.
Partly.
About that subject from before, I assure you that performed with care, necromancy is no more harmful than any other magecraft.
There is a difference. Fire and ice spells kill people. They don't bring them back again.
What's so objectionable about a simple reanimation?
It's a waste of hard work.
Whispers, offers. Someone made a deal with a demon.
So what do you think?
Who dies next? Latest chapter of Ophidian.
Don't be scared of a little medicine. If something ails you, I'll do my best to help.
The note mentioned a bridge near here. No harm looking.
All right. Enjoy. Is it true the Aunt Tom haven't tea? Had some wardens on the ship once. Sailed them to the bay. Don't toy with me. You've got a list of people with coin.
You'll find them. The other griffins, I know you will.
I appreciate your faith in me. Hope it's not misplaced.
It isn't. I've seen it. The way you care for Hassan, you'd tear through 3 archdemons for him, and for his family. So I know you'll find them.
I don't like serving Venatori. They're always rude and complain about everything.
What were we saying?
You tear through 3 archdemons for him, and for his family. So I know you'll find them.
Means more mouths to feed.
Heard you're in good with the boss. I'll make sure to pour the best stuff.
Hey, Rana. What's going on?
This entrance was magically sealed. Now it's not. A prank? Or someone trying to hide something?
Ruined tower by the water.
What brought a dragon to Minrathous? Are more coming?
A key. Well, this is promising. Now to find the door that this unlocks.
I finished out the list.
Good work.
Everyone talks about the Swan. Sure, seat is incredible, but the place is a little snootier than I prefer.
Watch for danger ahead. Don't want to end up like that poor soul.
Balara, how is it you're the first veil jumper I've ever met?
Oh, well, we're new. Just started up recently. You know, when Arleth and Forrest started going all weird?
When was that?
A little bit before Elgranon and Gillenane showed up.
That can't be a coincidence.
Lines up nicely, doesn't it? Well, not nicely, but it lines up. Something feels off about this treasure hunt.
Watch for ranged attack!
Ready for a follow-up!
They're more than I thought!
Gotta end this!
Watch out, on your left! Quick, turn around! I'm ready, bro.
Ready for a follow-up.
I'm there.
We're dropping like... Good to go.
I'm ready. Tell me what you need.
They really didn't want us getting through that door.
Oh, oh, what is that smell?
What a miserable way to go. The desperate being lured down here by the promise of riches, only to find death. The treasure hunt. Someone took the game and twisted it. They didn't sell it as an adventure. They sold it as a way out. Let's find those buskers. Stay ready, though. The Venatori are playing rough. Another message for us.
Someone trusts will follow the trail.
Still warm. Whoever was on watch just left. Dead. He's Venatori, not one of the buskers.
Stabbed in the back. Clumsy, but it did the trick.
Some... empty. Where are they? A restaurant pamphlet. The garden. It mentions performers.
Does this feel shady to anyone else?
We could approach the garden from the rooftops. That'll give us some cover. We still need to save the buskers, but if this is a trap, let's be smart about it.
How has the Minrathous circle getting used to the ship?
So you came in one morning and her desk was just
Empty.
Trouble nearby.
right below us.
What for rain?
And not far from the garden. That's not a coincidence. Let's go in and see if there's any sign of what happened to the buskers.
What do veil jumpers usually eat?
Whatever Arlithan Force provides, pretty much.
So, a lot of grilled challah, then?
Bite your tongue.
I'm kidding.
It's mostly plants. Lots and lots of plants, with the occasional salad on the side.
Someone wasn't spending much on their wine.
What can I get you?
Have you seen any buskers from Docktown today?
Huh. I heard those songbirds had gone missing.
The Venatori had plans. I set them straight.
Ah, you're right. Done a lot for this city. All right, they're below. Just make it quick before someone sees you.
Pick your poison. We have several. Always a pleasure to serve.
Hello? Who goes there?
Are you the buskers? We're here to help.
So, are you a fellow felon?
Call me Rook. I've been looking for missing buskers.
Lex Aulus, street balladeer, and sworn enemy of the Venatori.
apparently.
How did you piss them off?
Well, say I'd composed a catchy but searing satirical ballad with rhymes for vainglory and excretory. And then tot said ballad to every performer in town.
That would do it.
Well, thanks to you and the owner's entirely legitimate seaway access, we live to compose another day. I'll send word to the other performers in hiding. Adieu, Rook. Our ballad needs another verse that mentions you.
From the sounds of it, Taj, you're hunting Anton now.
What? Dragon King? Eh.
We know he's full of himself. Declares himself a king. At least you took down the actual dragon.
Yep. The Fang Scorcher.
Both parts of that sound painful.
Do you remember, Rook, when I mentioned another ceremony I must perform at the Memorial Gardens? The time has come. I was hoping you'd accompany me again.
More grave lighting?
No, this would be a more personal visit, whenever you've time.
So the legends about Gillinane, creating the Hala, healing pools, they were true, but twisted. Wonder if that's true with Elgernon too. I really hope not.
Why's that?
Well, they say he can move the sun and the moon, which seems bad for a lot of reasons.
Oh, great. Well, powerful people claim a lot of tricks they can't pull. Here's hoping he's one of them.
I hope you're right.
minds. Seek the source.
Long night?
I'm still getting used to the dream thing.
What was your dream about?
Tomatoes. Or maybe they were apples?
At least it wasn't the one where you show up to a job naked from the waist down.
Huh. Where did you put your extra knives?
My uncle found a beautiful place.
I think that art merchant with information on the Arntown lives near here. Hello? Are you alright? Done.
I'll unlock the door. Come in, please.
My saviors, welcome!
Viago said you had information on the Arntown. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery.
Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to. I'm in your debt. Please, look around. I hope Dir Viago can make next week's exhibition. Those Antam would have ruined me, if not for your kind intervention. Well met.
So much suffering. The gods are sending a warning to other cities. All right. We should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Antam are stealing pieces of art.
Blighted on the left, other injuries
Hello.
on the right.
This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antam stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stores. You might learn something about our Antam art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
But I mean, Antam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antam who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Right here.
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
We're close to that camp where the Anton took that merchant's stolen sculpture.
I'm there. Ready for a follow-up.
Whatever gets it done.
Hitting us from range.
Watch for ranged attack!
Ready here.
Watch yourself! I caught my breath.
Okay, let's look around for that stolen art, or any sign of what the Anton are doing with it. Nothing here.
No luck here either.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him.
Enjoy the feeling of rich Trevisan labor.
I hear you took down our troublesome dragon and the Minrathus beast at the same time.
Well, it wasn't that impressive.
Yes, that's the lie that gets the free drinks. I know it well. Legendary.
Help. Help Blightseek.
You killed the blighted dragon, and another besides. I am grateful for that. Such a contract, any contract, must never be left unfinished. It's like a letter never sent.
Come to make more trouble? Can't you crows contain yourselves to the diamond?
It's not your business, but I'm not a crow.
Then you should be more selective about the company you keep.
Responding to the Butcher requires a properly appointed leader, one who will make proper decisions. Treviso requires governance, not games.
Welcome. Whether you're looking for functional blades or authorized display replicas, you're in the right place. Yes, of course.
That merchant who said the Arntom stole his artwork, he's with the Venatori. I'll bet he caught us listening in.
So that whole story, he was just getting rid of us.
The note said the Arntom are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components. The note doesn't say what the components are for, but the meeting location is a different Arntom camp, in the center of the city. Let's head there and figure out what they're working on with the Venatori. Okay. We're close to the camp where Antam are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Watch.
Intruders! You said you won't follow Venezuela.
Get out of there! I'm good to go. Gun.
Ready for a follow-up.
You're not full. Heads up on your left.
I'm ready. You gotta move.
More of that. Trouble over on your right.
Great work, Dad. Ready for a follow-up.
All right. Let's find out what the Antam and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Kunari blasting powder. The Antam are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive. Much more explosive.
That's the last thing Treviso needs.
We have to tell Taya and Viago.
How hard can it be for people to understand? Do not drink from canals connected to the Blight.
People are desperate. We need to arrange shipments from water from further inland.
Maybe the king can be convinced to build an aqueduct, if we involve his favorite sculptors.
It is not a bad time to ask him for aid.
I'll go.
good news?
The Venatori are helping the Anton make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The Crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antam's first targets.
How does someone become a Veil Jumper?
Simple. You survive Arlithan Forest.
That's it?
The energies in Arlithan are... wrong.
As you say.
Emmerich wouldn't be a fan.
How does someone become a veil jumper?
Simple. You survive Arlethan Forest.
That's it?
The energies in Arlethan are... wrong. Like, reality got scrambled. It's dangerous. Not everyone can stand it.
So if you can, then you've got what it takes. Sounds a lot like Grey Wardens.
Except for the archdemons. And griffins. Oh, wish we had a few of those.
I think this wisp wants something. What do we have here? Let's try this again. I think this wisp wants something. I think this wisp wants something. Let's try this again. think this wisp wants something. For us? Thanks.
I've heard another landscape has been added to your collection.
It grows.
That skeleton that used to be a spirit of curiosity is gone.
Our gratitude. The magic animating this haunting is ancient.
The gods stole its slumber.
There are whispers from the levels below.
We shall find them.
How's it going down here?
We have made an acceptable amount of progress, yet work remains.
The dead are restless still.
Should you need me, I'm ready to plunge back into the fray. Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Emmerich, how could you stay annoyed at that face? Skull.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
There's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Doesn't ring a bell.
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
You think that's good?
I was their first living petitioner in some time. The Liches are the great protectors of the necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
Well, that's great for a necromancer, right?
It is a singular opportunity.
Good?
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmerich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets. Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another Watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
So, what's holding you back from lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die, permanently, during the rites. What cowardice! A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos. She's a lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew.
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them?
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care, or simple attempt to understand. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Every mage's dream.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
The Morn Watchers sure do love their flowers, don't they?
Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Volkarin, they walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Hello? How are you? I mean, you're in a grave, so... wait, let me try again. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible, I agree.
I do not understand why the Varans are so obsessed with turning dead.
Undead.
Which is different from regular dead how?
The hope that one's soul can return to visit this world.
But you don't need to be dead for that. Your soul is here now.
Not forever.
Never gonna get used to that sky.
Good, because it's not the sky. Emmerich says it's the Fade. Me, I don't know what to think.
Dalish food is kind of like my mother's food.
Really?
Not all the way. But both take the leftover bits you didn't use at the last meal and fry them up to make something new.
With the clans, it's because food can be scarce sometimes, so you have to find ways to use everything.
Yeah. My mother could make a handful of vegetables and some rice last a week.
This Solas they keep talking about. You were friends?
I didn't know he was an elven god at the time. And he didn't look like someone out to destroy the world. His wardrobe choices, on the other hand, were a catastrophe all their own. Keeping well?
Oh, it's a long story. The Lucerni wanted to change things. Free slaves. Give the non-mages more power. Ideas like that make some people uncomfortable. They wanted the Lucerni and those ideas gone.
But those ideas aren't gone. There's more of them than ever.
Weird. Minrathous being full of poor people.
Everywhere's got poor people.
No, I mean... My mother told me stories about Tevinter. Made it sound like it was all rich and powerful mages.
Your mother was in Parvalan before she came to Ravane. Her people were at war with Tevinter. Not surprised the story she heard had us all wealthy and decadent.
I said, don't touch the treasure. Everyone loves treasure.
So I'm supposed to just accept that they're better because of an accident of birth?
That's just how the world works.
For the gods of Tevinter!
Move now. Broke your hip.
They're down.
Well, I'm late. Tried grabbing something from Hal's on the way, but the fish fry's not running. So much for supper.
What have you been doing?
Chasing leads. On Alias Venatori, Docktown's missing people, and anything that might come close.
Find anything?
Plenty. Something I can use is another story. So here we are. I'm out of leads, and you're out that supper I promised.
Don't worry about it. And this case, well, we'll get through it eventually.
Yeah. I could use a walk. And some rocks. You up for it?
Rocks?
Yeah. So, rocks. Look for good ones.
You were serious about this?
You'll see why.
Why are we doing this?
You know what they say. Leave no stone unturned.
Really?
No.
Were you keeping Nev company?
Or hoping for a treat.
You know, when I say we'll get through, I believe it.
I know you do.
You don't believe me?
I believe you think so.
Careful, that's almost optimism.
All right, time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
How are we doing?
With the rocks or in general?
Let's stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good.
A win for us.
I guess it is.
Calliope, you still going?
Cassus doesn't have anyone else.
Flyers won't do much.
I don't have a lot to work with.
Give me some.
Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Fancy.
Isn't it?
Is this what you do when you're out of leads?
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
Nev Gallus without a mind racing. I hardly know you.
Aren't you clever?
So, what are you thinking?
You can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathus, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me. But at the end of the day, what have I done here? What sticks? If people like Aelia come back for more... I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabs me in the back.
Not on my watch. I'm here for you.
I'm getting that impression. Oh, this is crazy.
What?
Getting mixed up with me.
Nev.
Or that I want you to.
It's not crazy.
There's a lot to lose.
Isn't there always?
Have I told you your trouble?
You've got something.
Maybe. Come on. Well, ready to chase a long shot? We need to get to the spillway.
Risen elven guards, darkspawn. As if the trouble with the cult wasn't enough.
Oh, it's a long story. The Lucerne.
Fine. Go away.
It's weird. Minrathus being full of poor people.
Everywhere's got poor people.
No, I mean... My mother told me stories about Tevinter. Made it sound like it was all rich and powerful mages.
Your mother was in Parvalan before she came to Ravane. Her people were at war with Well, I'm late. Tried grabbing something from Hal's on the way, but the fish fry's not running. So much for supper.
What have you been doing?
Chasing leads. On Alias Venatori, Darktown's missing people, and anything that might come close.
Find anything?
Plenty. Something I can use is another story. So here we are. I'm out of leads, and you're at that supper I promised.
Still get time with you. Can't say no to that.
Because our time in the city is always a breeze.
If we ignore the Venatori and the demons, and you're easy to get along with.
Well, put it like that, and I'd have to say likewise.
Things could go great. Anything can happen.
Well, look who has a bright side.
I can when it comes to you.
So what now?
Anything you want. Name it.
I could use a walk and some rocks.
Rocks?
That's right. So, rocks. Look for good ones.
You were serious about this?
You'll see why.
Were you keeping Nev company?
Or hoping for a treat.
Ooh, look at this fine rock.
Are you making fun of me?
Never. This is quality Minrath's gravel.
Well, aren't you the expert?
So many rocks. How to choose?
You said anything I want.
I trust you have a plan.
Because plans go well for us.
Well, I trust you then.
All right, time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
How are we doing?
With the rocks or in general?
Let's stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good. Still trust I have a plan?
I'm with you either way.
Calliope, you still going?
Casas doesn't have anyone else.
Flyers won't do much.
Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Fancy.
Isn't it?
Is this what you do when you're out of leads?
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
Stepping back can't hurt. Clear minds get things done.
If only they stayed that way. You can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathous, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me. But at the end of the day, what have I done here? What sticks? If people like Alia come back for more... I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabs me in the back.
Let it try. We're still stopping Alia.
Getting mixed up in my problems, it's not the smart play. Rana's partner, Brahm. Where did it leave him? Where does it leave you?
You don't scare me, Nev Gallus.
Should have known. She was there. We didn't see her.
This worked?
Maybe. Huh. Willing to chase a long shot? We need to get to the spillway.
You've got something on Aelia?
She was there. We just didn't see her.
At the spillway?
At the relic deal. When Aelia controlled Damas, she mentioned Bataris and the stolen relic. Why bring that up? Why would she care?
You think she was involved?
Or one of her puppets. She's been careful, but there may be something to pick up at the site. A witness. Anything. We can get to the site from here, up and across that building.
Great, boy, you pick up their wine shipment. Twitchier than cats in a storm. What's going on?
What isn't? I'll keep your head down while you're here, and return to see soon.
So we're returning to the scene of the crime, where we fought Bataris?
It's just a hunch, but it's the best I've got.
Let's check it out. What's the plan?
Bataris had a red lyrium relic. Those don't play nice with the Veil. The Viper left me a piece of one, and remnants fade with time, but if we got here soon enough...
Remnants. We've got them.
Fainter than the ones we found before, but I'll see what I can draw out. Let's take a look. I'm on it. Echoes of greed, pride, our Venatori, Bataris. Got it. The thread smuggler. But this feels scrambled. Two people's thoughts in one source. She wasn't a traitor. She was a puppet. Aelia moving goods to her followers. Look there. There's more. By the waterfall. We're close to something. I can feel it.
Skipping stones really worked.
I guess some of my plans pan out. You bet. This one's afraid. A witness? Someone else showed up too, after we left. If I can pull out more of an echo, a memory...
So Nev Gallus is back. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing, I swear.
Aelia.
No. In my head. Stay out.
A bystander. They must have seen the fight.
Then Aelia showed up.
Tell me, would you see this city rise? Be a thrall in service to its glorious rebirth?
Thrall? No,
Silence! Your will
belongs to the Venatori.
I'm so sorry.
The risen god will unlock my true power. He's given me Vena Vitalis. We start here.
What's Vena Vitalis?
A rumor, an old Tevinter ritual to increase blood magic. Fake accounts appear on the black market. The real records were burned by magisters. It scared them. But if Aelia cozied up to Algernon, an elven god might know the trick. Or something close he could trade as our legacy.
A blood ritual. Then the missing people... It's a lead.
But where? When? Who else does Aelia break before I track her down?
Nev?
This place means something to me. But what am I to it if I can't...
You'll catch Aelia again. Docktown's got someone looking out for them. They'll see that.
Will they? Who got us Bataris?
I know. But Aelia plays dirty. Maybe we should play clean.
I'm a sucker, Rook. Getting caught up in all this. Bad habit.
Then it sounds like nothing changed.
Is that a pep talk?
It's a fact. I was going for simple. Next up, we find Alia.
Right.
And after that, we kick her ass.
Have you ever had a dream where you forgot you had a job to do?
And you only remember it at the last moment, all the time.
And then you go to do the job, and your teeth fall out.
For me, it's always, and then I left my boots in Treviso somehow.
Trust me, it's her. And we're lucky. If someone found the body before us, she would have been cremated.
Ugh, I'll never understand that custom.
What are you two up to?
Rook, it's very exciting. Nev's invited me to help solve a murder.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Scoff if you must, but I have done this before. By the flame that stoked you, by the light that rises, return and speak.
What do you want of this one?
You were a shadow dragon. Someone took you out.
She's already digging in. Be firm.
Why should this one speak?
For a chance to right some wrongs.
One last time.
Speak with no promise of answer.
You helped get people out of the city. Who was the last person you took?
No. Secret. This one's to protect.
They're clinging to a role, keeping secrets.
Fine. Then tell me who killed you. Did you see their face?
Their name gives the other away.
If they came for you, then they're coming for whoever you helped escape.
Nev knows what she's talking about. You can trust her.
Your final task will be for naught, unless you aid us.
This one saw the murderer's face. Piranhas. His son wanted out for blood mage family. This one got the son to Azariel. Help him.
The shadow dragons will get him to safety.
Thank you.
The spirit has left us. Thank you for trusting me with one of your dead.
Wouldn't leave that to just anyone. You're a different story. Thanks for the help.
Anytime.
See? Told you it wasn't the Griffin's fault.
What?
They got blighted by the Wardens. Then almost all of them got killed. By the Wardens.
I know.
This is why animals are better than people. People do crap like this.
I know, damn it. But all the people who did that are long dead. Except Isaiah.
Fine. Let's kill her and get your Griffins back.
Agreed.